Hey my friends, how you all doing? I do hope that we're doing okay. I am out here today in my neighborhood park to take a walk. It's getting late, but doesn't look like anyone is planning to go anywhere. Everybody's walking. But anyway, I stepped aside to talk about a topic that is popping into my mind, and this is about domestic violence. I do not subscribe to domestic violence. It is deadly, it is dangerous, it is mentally, psychologically, and physically damaging. I don't believe that any marriage or any relationship is worth your mental health, is worth your life. Protect your life, separate yourself, and stay alive. That being said, domestic violence affects everybody. Even though our society doesn't talk so much about violence against men, but violence against men is real. The only thing is that men don't talk about it. It goes unreported. So the available statistics does not reflect the actual incidences of violence against men. I don't even want to talk about how many women that has been killed in domestic violence incidences. But this is not where I'm focusing today. I am going to focus on the impact, on the psychological impact of domestic violence to minor children at home. I just want parents to understand that you are a role model to your children. You are the representation of people, all people of your gender. You are also their first exposure to someone opposite of their own gender. That's what I'm saying, and what I meant is the dad is their daughter's first exposure to someone opposite of her own gender, same as mom. But first of all, I want to start with this social theory. I can't remember the name of the scientist, the name of the theorist, that says that a child's brain is like a blank slate. It's like, it's like an empty blank slate, No one was born with knowledge, or with any kind of experiences. People came out to the world with an empty brain that gets, I'm sorry, there is helicopter flying over me. Okay, so the children fills in their brain with the experiences they got from their immediate environment, okay, their interaction with their environment and their experiences that they got, and this information is the base to which they form their character. Okay, is the base to which they form their attitude and perception towards life. You understand that children spend the first 5 to 6 years of their life at home. They don't get the chance to interact with the people of outside world. For the most part, I know some children goes to daycare, okay, but for the most time, kids are first exposed to their parents. So whatever you are modeling to your children is what they're going to grow up with. If you are screaming, punching, yelling, pulling, kicking, using profanity at home, that's what your children is going to grow up with. Okay? So by the time they get to school age, by the time they get to 6, they already learn the aggressive physical aggression and verbal aggression at home. So when they get to school and start, misbehaving, bullying other kids, punching and spitting on other kids, and when you get called to the school, please don't go there to act like, oh, I don't know where this is coming from, I have no idea. No, you do. You have an idea. They copied it from you. They copied it from you. Okay? So, when a dad is hitting, disrespecting, their spouse, the children are watching you. Your son is watching you. You are showing them that this is the right way to treat women. You are showing them that the women are objects that can be hit at any time. So this is the model that you are, displaying to your son that he's going to grow up with. And so do mothers. When you are cursing, being explosive, throwing objects, your daughters are watching. They are taking notes. You are teaching them, how to behave towards someone of opposite sex. This is called childhood orientation. Childhood orientation is experiences of childhood. And usually these experiences follows people throughout their life. It looks like a guiding principle that they are pitching on. So, if you expose the children to toxic experiences, this is going to ruin their lives in the future. It doesn't end in the school course. By the time they get to the age of emancipation, by the time they get to teenage years or they become young adults, they start dating. They're going to act or behave towards that way, aggressively towards their partner. And this kind of behavior is not going to be accepted. It's going to be very disruptive to their lives because, they're going to have hard time maintaining any kind of relationship. And the same follows them to their marriage. And they're going to be going from one marriage to the other, experiencing series of divorces. Where did all these things start from? It starts at home, when they were toddlers, when they were infants. It depends on what your parents model. Please, if you're having misunderstanding, if you're having issues, you guys can go to your room, talk about it civilly, in a low voice, when the kids are sleeping, okay, to sort your issues. Don't be acting out in the front of the kids. Okay? So when it gets to that point that you're no longer going to be able to control yourself, to control your impulses, to control your temperament, okay, then maybe you're going to have to separate yourselves. But please don't damage innocent children. They're going to suffer the consequences of what you are modeling to them all the rest of their lives. Please. This behavior they learn from you is the reason why a girl child may be very uncomfortable with a man, because of how their mother was treated by their dad. during their early stages of development. They may be, they may show, a distrust on people of opposite sex. They may see them as aggressive, mean-spirited, because this is this is what they learned growing up, that has, come to be the basis of their perception in life. It is serious. Your behavior in front of your children is serious. And it goes a long way to torment them and to disrupt their lives. Please. Parenting requires a high level of responsibilities. The moment you have a child, you are not just living for yourself, you are living for your children. So you have to consider everything you do and how it affects your children. I just want to talk about it. I really think that this piece is very, very important, for young parents, Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. It's getting dark. I got to get out of here. Thank you. Bye. Peace.